We're in Denmark. Woo! It was too late to pick up the bib today, so we will go tomorrow morning. And today we just rest after the flight. It was a little bit late, of course, as usual, but not that much. It's missing lemon. What remains of a chocolate cookie? It was like 10 centimeters of diameter, this cookie. I think it's probably 90% butter and the rest is sugar. I like it. We're going to buy dinner and breakfast and lunch and snacks. Let's go! Today we're having falafel with hummus and rice. Pasta sauce for tomorrow evening. Chocolate. This, I have no idea what this is. More. Oh! These are little chocolates. Ok. Non sono male. Sono un po' squagliate. Pasta rummo, unbelievable fine. Peanut butter. This is the combo for the breakfast before the marathon. We're going to have breakfast before collecting the bib. Come fa ad essere bollente? Ci sono meno 7 gradi. The line is huge.
Den är bra för dem där.
So we just got the bib. Luckily the expo was not that busy. All good. The bag is a very nice one. It's not like the usual plastic bag, so you can also reuse it afterwards. We are ready for tomorrow now. Mandatory salute to Soren Kierkegaard. Brave.
What's the goal for tomorrow?
350.
How confident are you?
50%.
Why?
Because I have a pain, a random pain.
And what's the race plan?
Japanese style. I go all in and then I die halfway.
And what's the nutrition plan?
Take one gel every 7-8 kilometers.
And before the race?
Before the race, bread with peanut butter and jam. We just came back from the bib collection. A very nice tote bag slash backpack. Here's the number. Here is a leaflet like, smile, you're a marathon runner. And here is the t-shirt. Looks nice. I thought it was orange, but it's actually brownish, which is better. I have beef against orange. Maybe. Looks nice though, especially with these pants, like brownish. And that's it. You have to put the smaller number here on this plastic window. Now we're going to have lunch. No shakeout run today. We will just take a shakeout walk. Maybe we go and see the Little Mermaid. Is that what it's called in English? And maybe the port, it's nearby. Lunch, I will have some bread with hummus and tomatoes, and I think I also bought some tofu today, and Nico will have pasta. I think I will keep the pasta for later this evening. I don't want to have it both at lunch and dinner.
Right.
Down there? Girl. Second round of carb. We are looking for a bakery and strolling around the park. Is this Churchill? So our mission to find a bakery failed miserably. We went to one, but they had just something with Nutella and, you know, pistachio. It was honestly the least appetizing bakery I ever saw in my life, so we decided to skip it. Honestly, if you are a bakery and you are using Nutella instead of real chocolate, you deserve to fail. You deserve whatever bad can happen to a bakery, you know. That's my hot take. It's not a hot take, it's just, you know, harsh truth, harsh reality. I was about to lose hope, and then we found this place. Buon appetito. The day was saved by a random coffee slash bakery, and they had normal chocolate pastries and also very nice banana bread. So, and I realized that probably it's just me, I really hate Nutella. For today, pasta and vegan sausages. And for the pasta we have some pasta sauce, like very normal basilicum pasta sauce. We also have some snacks. This is like chocolate bread, and this is normal bread. I decided on the outfit. I will probably wear like the normal pants that I always use, like those that are tight with many pockets, but I will try different top this time. I will put the bib after dinner because I'm still not entirely sure. Honestly, I could also run like this. Good morning. I woke up 40 minutes ago, had breakfast, but now I'm very low. I will eat something else. I don't know why exactly. I probably took too much insulin. I have some chocolate, I have some milk, but I think I will go with a normal juice. I was saying I'm too afraid of eating something like the chocolate brownies, for example. Those are definitely too heavy, but I can have some bread with some peanut butter. The weather is definitely different than yesterday. It's super gray. I think in the afternoon it's also supposed to rain. Oop. It's still 53. Ma guarda la batteria portatile. Sei pronta?
Sì.
So actually I don't have any video of the Copenhagen Marathon because I was busy running.
Hi, Mickey!
Could not get the ill in the stop. A monster suit just not really know. The criminal cop killing hip hop, killing a minimal swap. Got millions of.
But maybe I can tell you a little bit more details about how the marathon was and how I did. So the first half was pretty fun. I thought that I was running a little bit less than 4 hours. I was pushing, I was not looking that much at the Garmin. One mistake that I made was that I lowered my basal too early. I actually switched to 50% basal rate around 2 hours before when I was leaving the house. But that was definitely too early. The starting line was pretty close to the metro station, so I had just maybe 5 minutes of walking, and that was not enough to, lower my blood sugar. So I started that I was around 200, and I started to correct pretty heavily, like heavier than the usual. Usually I take very small amounts of insulin during marathons, but this time I was like correcting more often. But at the same time I was like, okay, I had the strategy. I wanted to take one gel every 7 kilometers, and I was like, okay, I will focus on that. I will forget the high blood sugars, and I will try to bolus for what I need to bolus. With high blood sugars it's not ideal, but at least I'm still running. I don't have to stop, right? And that went pretty well, because at some point the blood sugars went down. It was definitely positive that I could follow the strategy I had in mind, so pretty happy with that. I started to feel a lot of pain in my legs around kilometer 27, and you can also see that around kilometer 30 I slowed down a little bit. But it's okay. I pushed harder for the last kilometers, and it was fine enough. Between kilometer 30 and 35, I was in pain. I was feeling good overall. My legs were burning, especially the quads. They were like very, very stiff at some point. And when I realized, I think I was around kilometer, I don't know, maybe 39, maybe 38, something like that. When I realized that I was running a good time, I started to push harder, and that was difficult. Like, I think the last 2 kilometers were the longest in terms of dealing with the pain. Like the clock was not ticking. Like I think those kilometers lasted for hours. But it was a nice surprise when I arrived at the end and I saw that I was like 3:48:55. My previous PB was 3:50, so I was not expecting to lower my PB now, but it was nice to see that I was able to do it. So maybe I should set a new goal for later this year, something maybe a little bit more challenging. I just ran a personal best, 3 hours 48 minutes and 55 seconds. 55 seconds.
How was the race?
Very nice. I ran a PB, 3:48, 55 seconds.
Woo! Did you expect that?
No.
And,
No, because for most of the race I was half dead.
and
but not
did you
that dead.
enjoy the race? Or
Yeah,
not?
it was a nice race. It was the perfect weather. A lot of people cheering. Also, that one was an unexpected.
Conditions were good.
Conditions were very
Really good.
Yeah.
How was nutrition?
I took one gel every 7 kilometers.
Did it work well?
No, because I was 305 at kilometer 10. So I had to, because I stopped the basal, I put 50% of the basal at the beginning, but maybe it was too low. So like around kilometer 15 I put the basal back again at 65% for the rest of the race. But then it worked well. I bolused normally like 0.2 units for every gel that I took.
And was it crowded in general?
Yeah, it was very crowded. There were some bottlenecks towards the end, but also the beginning. Towards the end it was the worst because there was a huge bottleneck and people were walking and there was no space to pass them at some point, but that's also normal.
Do you like the medal?
It's heavy.
Show it.
It's heavy. I think it's
very
1
heavy, yeah.
kilo of metal.
And now?
Next time 3:45, 3:40.
Now recovery pizza.
Now recovery pizza. Ooh. We will try a Danish frozen pizza, and we will see how it is. I have big expectations regarding the pizza.
Your final kilometers were very quick.
Yeah.
Like probably you still had something like towards the end.
Yeah, I think I realized that I was not far away from the PB, so I just decided to go faster. But probably I should have gone faster from the beginning. I should have gone like 5:20 from the beginning.
It is what it is.
Yeah. But it was good, I'm happy. Do you want to know what's the best thing about running a marathon as a type 1 diabetic? I had pizza with 3 units of insulin. Usually I take 8. We took a nap, a very short one. Had lunch with frozen pizza and some sweets. And now we are going to have dinner at the Gaza Grill place. I have high expectation for the falafels. I love falafels, so let's walk there very slowly. How are your legs?
Fine, considering everything. Yours?
Very bad. Var med dem?
La mangi tu? Mangiala.
Good morning. We are about to go and grab some breakfast. I was thinking that the shirt of the marathon, except for the fabric, right? But if you think about it, it's perfect for like very cute outfits. I have to put on a sweater on top of it because it's freezing today. Buona questa. It's raining a lot. We had breakfast, very nice breakfast as usual here in Denmark, in Copenhagen in general. You cannot go wrong with bakeries, right? But unfortunately it's not the best weather to have a medal Monday. Yeah. Oat milk matcha latte with coconut syrup. Honestly, very, very good. It's been a very nice rest day. This medal Monday after the Copenhagen Marathon. I still cannot believe that I ran a PB. I was definitely not expecting that, but I'm really happy. It definitely makes me wonder if I'm able to do a lot more, you know, like maybe even something that I wouldn't dream of. It's always a nice sensation when that happens. Tomorrow we have the flight at around lunchtime, so we have still some time to spend here in Copenhagen, like at least the morning. But the weather is not the best. Today was very, very cold and also windy, and there was a lot of rain, so it was not really a pleasure to walk outside. We went to a tea house. We had some matcha, and yeah, nothing special, but I miss Copenhagen when I came here 2 years ago when it was like full summer.